What's up, guys? I'm Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly update. It is almost the exact middle of October. That is insane. I love it. It's finally gotten really cold here. We got below freezing, I think, for the first time this season last night. So that was pretty cool. I love the weather. Love wearing the overshirts. Love wearing layers. It's awesome. So you're going to find this interesting. I have finally started doing multiple projects again. Still my own designs. I feel like I'm gonna fall out of the frame here. Still my own designs, but I kind of got tired of stitching sort of the same thing. And since I'm starting things, I'm not seeing a lot of progress. So I start starting other things. So anyway, let me show you what I have so far. I still have the most progress done on Empire State Workers, and they got about over 1,000 stitches done this week. Let me show you here. So we got this guy showing up now, and it's looking real good. At some point I need to come, I don't plan on stitching right now. I don't plan on stitching any of the stuff that's above these guys' heads. I just want to stitch them. I'm not even sure if I'm going to stitch the stuff. Well, I think I'll stitch the stuff below. I may just finish this whole part first, all the guys there, and then because below, like, it won't look like anything here, and then as it sort of moves further away, in a sense, you actually start to see the other buildings in New York City as they come out here. So, but it's looking awesome so far. I'm loving how it's turning out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, and so I haven't finished the guy's feet yet. I might jump over and start doing the next guy. We'll see. But that's Empire State Workers. Next up is one that you guys know that I started. I'm gonna keep these in the hoops. I didn't get, as you can tell, I didn't get terribly far. This one is Sun Worship, and I probably did maybe like 200 stitches on it. This one's a little bit different in that just about everything I'm doing right now is 25 count, 2/1. This is actually 18 count, 2/2, or 2/1, sorry. Full cross stitch. The other stuff is half cross stitch or 10 stitch. I just felt like doing this one on 18. It's going to be a perfectly square piece at the end. And I thought it has so many oranges and reds, and I don't have any pictures of stuff out here. I need to get those out here. But it just has so many bright colors that I felt like filling it in with more brighter stitching would be good. So I'm slowly working on that one. But it is, when you start doing 25 count like all the time, as when you went from 18, when I say you, I mean me, when I went from 18 or 14 count and started doing 25 count, I was like, wow, I'm using a lot less floss and I'm stitching a lot faster. And now that I'm trying to go back and do 18 count, I'm like, wow, I'm using a lot more floss and I'm stitching slower. So I kind of see what I prefer. It may change me, down the road as how when I go back and I work on other projects that I have that from other designers. Like Old World Map 2 and Rainy Waterloo Place and Apothecary Shop. I'm going to have to go back and do those the same way that I started those with, is 2/1 full cross stitch. But when I finish those pieces and I go to start something new, I may transition myself to continue on 25 count. That's kind of how much I like it. Now, as I get older, my eyes get worse, my hands get worse. Maybe I won't want to do that, but we'll see. And I do still plan on going back and doing those. It's just sort of like right now, I want to get a nice chunk of my own stuff done so I have it visible, prepared, proof that my patterns work. So, all right. So those two. And then, I don't know if you can tell what that is. Can you tell what that is? And again, it's 25 count, 2/1, half cross stitch. And this one's going to be Mother's Love. And so lots of pinks in this one. And I did about, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 400 stitches on this one in this last week. So I worked on that one. And then finally, so you'll notice that I have sun worship in a hoop, because I found that I just didn't like working on the roller frame on it, probably because of that it was back and forth, back and forth. I wasn't comfortable with it. I probably need to just practice that more, but I decided to put something else on the frame right now. So I have this. Can you tell what this is? If you actually get this right, off of just seeing this, that's ridiculous. This is actually going to be Lady Liberty, which is it's a round, so a perfectly round pattern of the head of the Statue of Liberty. But it's a really cool icon sort of thing. And it starts with all of this sort of cream colored, this is 3823 though, like, let me come this way. It's about that much before we start getting into colors, and just does that all the way around. So when this gets done, the plan would be to have it framed in a circular frame. We'll see what ends up happening. But oh yeah, I was telling you guys last week that I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get stuff framed. I ended up not getting anything framed. Not last week, that is. And so I still have my shop picked out. I still know where I'm going. I just haven't done it yet. Hubs was out of town Friday, Saturday, came back Sunday. Kind of threw my weekend plans kind of, they turned more into like, let's stay in my PJs and stay home and relax, which was just different. It was just different. But yeah, so anyway, I got a lot of stitching done this week. I think I got a good 2,000 stitches done minimum, spread across 4 projects, which makes me very happy. I still want to start a 5th one. I gotta tell you, I still want to start a 5th one. I've got the fabric here that I got from a stitching shop, and this is the cowboy. And I really want to start this. What I want to do is I want to put it on here, but I need to find, I know somewhere I have more of these roller frame parts. Are they down here? Maybe they're down here. I don't know. I gotta really go through and look for stuff. But I want to put it on this because I think it'll go really fast if I put it on the roller frame. Well, fast is relative term. So outside of that, I have been working on all the patterns in the shop. I would say 2/3 of the way through now. It's getting a little tedious at this point, but but some of the patterns have been really dramatically changed. I think for the better. Just smaller, a little smaller when I can make them. Sometimes a chunk smaller, depending upon what they are, and then a lot less colors. For when I say a lot less, like 20% less, and that can make a big difference when you're stitching something, as I have found out. And I still have in the back of my mind, I want to do the Lincoln Memorial one. I did actually remove the daytime Lincoln Memorial off of the Etsy site, because when I compared the daytime to the nighttime Lincoln Memorial, daytime just looked like a washed out version of the nighttime Lincoln Memorial. So I just left, I may have renamed it just Lincoln Memorial. But anyway, I've gotten a lot more done. So I'm at the point where I really need to start loading up the Shopify store with all the patterns and all that. So yeah, I'm getting really close. I still am on track to, I hope, get all this back office work, so to speak, this initial organization. If I can get it done by Halloween, that would be fantastic. But I don't know, now all of a sudden I'm stitching on all these projects, so what to do? What else do I need to tell you guys? If you have not seen, we were just watching, got home tonight, there is a gentleman that has done a little, like, it's almost like a short film of him as Robin Williams, acting out a moment in Robin Williams' life, and when he was very young, and oh my gosh, like, it was so riveting. We love Robin Williams very much, and we have for a very long time, and it's it was crazy watching the guy. It was awesome. It was crazy. And anyway, just you can just like Google, or you're on YouTube, so just search for Robin movie, Robin short. It should pop right up. Robin Williams short, something like that. It should pop right up. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. Otherwise, everything is going really, really, really well, actually. Um, yeah, things are going well. And I'm excited. Hockey's starting, and football season is in full swing. I'm still watching a ton of football, and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm getting some stitching done. And yeah, things are going really well. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy stitching, and I'll see you soon. If I can remember how to turn this off.